Hi, I'm Maddie Martin, and I'd like to share my testimony about my recent mission trip to El Salvador. It's difficult to know where I should start, so I'll just say that the week I went to El Salvador was easily one of the most unforgettable weeks of my life. I'd gone on local mission trips before, but I had always wanted to go on an international mission trip. About 3 months ago, I had heard about this opportunity at my church, but there were those initial thoughts of, I could never afford that, or I could never do that. Yet now here I am about to share my testimony about how God sent me to El Salvador. When I heard about this medical mission trip, I had my doubts, but I also had hope. My parents asked me if I would want to go, and I had no hesitation in saying yes. We started praying about me going, and team members were having to drop out with only a month left to go. Someone from the missions team said we may need to cancel the trip after all because they may not have enough people. My parents asked how many more they needed, and they said 3 to 4 more people. That was kind of eye-opening to my family and I, because we were praying about the possibility of me going, and now we were wondering if God had saved those spots for our family. We prayed about it right then and there in our living room. We didn't have the funds or even the medical experience. However, we all felt led to go. We knew that if God wanted us on this mission trip, then we were going to go. We asked God to confirm that we were meant to go on this mission trip, and within hours, He had. Within just a few weeks, God started providing abundantly for this trip. We were able to get our expedited passports, our suitcases, clothing, and other necessities. God provided everything that we needed so quickly it was amazing to watch. This was my first time flying overseas, and I was about to spend a week with strangers, not knowing that some later would become lifelong friends. I'll be honest, I was scared, overwhelmed, and very anxious about the unknown I was stepping into. However, I remained peaceful and excited because I knew that God was about to use me in a new way in a different part of the world. When we got to El Salvador, we went to visit the people at church with whom we would be serving alongside and using their building for the clinic. One precious moment that I'll never forget is when I got out of the van. A sweet little girl who was probably around the age of 4 or 5 came up to me with her arms wide open and just gave me the biggest hug. I had never met this little girl. She probably didn't even know fully why I was there, and COVID-19 was still going on, but that didn't stop either one of us. It was such a genuinely pure moment, and it melted my heart. I knew from that moment on that God was going to do something amazing. Monday and Tuesday, I worked in the pharmacy, taking patients' temperatures and giving them hand sanitizer. When there were lulls in between patients, I made loom bracelets for the kids. I began making them and giving them out to kids as they walked in the door. Then this sweet little girl walked in with her mom. She looked confused and almost saddened to be in a medical clinic. I knelt to her level and gave her a bracelet and offered her a little unicorn sticker. This little girl's face instantly lit up with pure joy from something as small as a sticker and a bracelet. She was so happy that she began to show everyone else in the room in the clinic that she had just received. I was so touched that the bracelet I made gave a little girl so much happiness. I was humbled by the fact that she was so grateful for something as small as that. The rest of the week I worked in the eye clinic. I saw over 100 patients alone, and I knew that it was God's plan for me to be in the eye clinic the rest of that week. An older woman named Anna L. even asked if she could get a picture with me with her new glasses. She said that I was an angel and that she would never forget me. That really touched me, so I ended up getting a picture with her also. My all-time favorite moment from this trip was on Friday. We had just finished up with the clinic, and the sweet people there threw us a little thank you celebration before we left. They fed us, sang, and danced for us, and then the pastor thanked us one more time. They gave us gifts as we were leaving, which was so sweet because we were there to provide for them. We were, of course, all a little teary as we took our pictures with our new friends. There was this one little girl who I wanted a picture with, but she seemed kind of shy around the other people that had tried to get a picture with her, so I almost just didn't even try. I went over there and asked her mom if I could get a picture with her, and then I felt a little girl hugging my legs. I looked down and I saw the little girl. I knelt down and hugged the sweet soul for almost a minute. She didn't want to let go, and neither did I. The Lord not only worked in the lives of the Salvadorian people, but He also did a major work in my life this week. Praying with strangers was definitely out of my comfort zone, but God gave me the strength and courage to pray with every single patient I came into contact with. This is just a fraction of what God did in El Salvador that week. I was able to give over 100 bracelets to kids. Our clinic saw over 1,400 patients. We were able to purchase and give out close to 800 Bibles. Many people even came to know Christ, which is the most important thing. I'm thankful to the Lord for allowing me to see Him work in people's lives and even in my own that week. I love my brothers and sisters in Christ in El Salvador, and I pray I see them again very soon. I pray that God allows me to go on many more mission trips. I'm willing. Lord, send me.